Morning, everybody. Hello, and welcome to our affiliate welcome to our affiliate leaders, members, partners, and NAMI Georgia staff who are joining us today. I'm Kim Jones, Executive Director of NAMI Georgia. I'm excited. Health reform. We are eager to share with you all the incredible work NAMI Georgia and our affiliates have accomplished this year so that even more individuals and families affected by mental illness can build better lives. I would like to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude toward Molina Healthcare and Neocron for their generous sponsorship of our annual membership meeting. Their support has been instrumental in making this event possible, and we are incredibly grateful for their commitment to our cause. Molina Healthcare is a leading provider of managed healthcare services, offering quality, affordable health plans to individuals and families across the country. Their dedication to improving access to healthcare aligns perfectly with our mission of promoting mental health and wellness in our communities. Neocron, a longtime partner of ours, is a biopharmaceutical company focused on developing innovative treatments for neurological and endocrine-related disorders. Their groundbreaking research development efforts are helping to advance the field of mental health and bring hope to those living with challenging conditions. We're honored to have Molina Healthcare and Neurocron as partners in our mission, and we thank them for their continued support. We will get started sharing this year's election results and our year in review in just a moment. I'd like to kick us off by recognizing our NAMI staff. Staff, if you would please smile and wave. There is not much around this office that gets done without the NAMI staff, and I want to make sure that we recognize them and thank them for all the hard work that they do. So please join me in expressing appreciation for their dedication. I encourage you to say hello.
Hello and thank you.
I encourage you to say hello to the team after the presentation if you haven't already, especially Mr. Justin Gates, who was the event planner for today, and Ms. Logan Pang and Katie Cook for jumping in and helping to work to make things happen. And now for our main event. But before I hand things over to the wonderful Ron Kuhn, the president of our board of directors, I would like to express how much I have enjoyed working with Ron over the last 3 years. His guidance and support have been remarkable, and I personally truly will miss him as his term ends this year. With that, I give you Ron Kuhn.
Thank you, Kim. The missing will be mutual. I can guarantee you that. It's been my pleasure to be the NAMI Georgia president for the last 3 years. It's a wonderful experience. I've watched the board grow over 9 years, and in a lot of ways that I'm going to today, but it's been a wonderful experience. As your NAMI Georgia president, I want to thank you all for coming today and for all the hard work that each of you did this year to help those we serve. Now more than ever, the people we serve need NAMI and need people with lived experience to help them. I thank each and every one of you for your time and for the care that you give to those in need. I've been honored and grateful to be your state leader for the past 3 years and have been able to serve on NAMI Georgia board since 2015. I've seen a lot of changes at NAMI Georgia during that time, and I'm deeply proud of the growth and innovation I've seen. I'm here today to thank those who have served and to introduce you to our current and newly elected board of directors. So first of all, the current board of directors, I think we have the list up there. Please turn on your cameras if you're on Zoom and you're a board of director. Wave at everybody, smile. As you know, much like affiliate leadership, board members are volunteers, and each of these directors have personally given their time, talent, and treasure to NAMI Georgia. I want to thank each of you for all of that you've done to help make Nami, Georgia the success it is today, to help make my job as president easy. Yes. In 2022, the board of directors added an advisory council. Our utmost commitment to hold space for the widest variety of voices and experiences in guiding our organization into the future. This advisory council is made up of community leaders. The advisory board provides support, advice, guidance, recommendations, leadership, promotion, and content to ensure that the voice and needs of our affiliates and grassroots constituency is strong and reflected in our work. I like to refer to the advisory council as our brain trust. Yeah, I know Kim relies on them and calls on individual members of that as students, helping assistance. I invite our advisory board to wave and be recognized. Turn on your camera if you can. All right. As president, I recognize one or more individuals each year. It's called the President's Award. These are individuals identified as having an exceptional and significant impact on the execution of Nami, Georgia's mission in the past year. In the last year, 2 individuals have dedicated themselves to supporting Nami, Georgia's mission like no other. This year, I'd like to give special recognition to Sabrina Fitz for countless volunteer hours and legal expertise, and to Dr. James Tompkins for his leadership and board governance that has kept us on the straight and narrow. Sabrina Fitz is the chair of our governance committee, and she has taken on that role in a full-throated way that's really taking it to the next level and ensuring that our board is legally on point. And then from a governance standpoint, we're doing things in a very faithful, thoughtful, deliberative way. Dr. Tompkins, Dr. James Tompkins is an expert in board governance. He is on the governance committee, but he is on the chair of the finance committee, accountability, the board, and his expertise has been invaluable in making sure that the ship is steady from a financial standpoint. And I want to personally thank Dr. Tompkins for kind of keeping me and the board on track with what is good for governance. I think at this point, I want to welcome Monique Carter, Secretary to the board and nominating committee members, to announce the 2024 Board of Directors elections. So this is our newly elected board members. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. It has been a pleasure working behind the scenes on the nominating committee to continue and expand the rich tradition of excellence on the Nami, Georgia Board of Directors. This year, we had a great ballot, and on the behalf of the board and the staff, I would like to extend our gratitude to all of our candidates that applied. Each year, I see our board growing stronger and more diverse, and this year will be no exception. I am pleased to announce the winners of this election, who will serve you for the 2024 through 2027 term. The election was performed by electronic voting and mail-in ballots. The ballots were tallied and the following members were voted in. Help me to congratulate our returning board members, Ms. Tammy Brown, and if you're on virtual, please wave. Ms. Sabrina Fitz, Mr. James Tompkins, We want to thank each of you for your service and time. I also want to take the opportunity to welcome our new board members. Ms. Debbie Stevenson, who's in the room with us, wave. Mr. Dr. Marcus Green. And also Dr. Aldewan Hart, who's also in the room with us.
Woohoo!
We want to thank all of you. We look forward to working with you on the board and getting to know each of you more. Now, I'm going to turn it back to our Kim Jones to share the highlights of the year. Thank you.
Thank you, Monique. We look forward to working with our new board members, board of directors. Thank you for many of you came today, so thank you for being here. Now I'm happy to share the highlights of NAMI Georgia during FY24. As I go through the presentation, if any of you have questions, I ask that you please wait and submit them at the question and answer feature at the end of the event. My team will be collecting any questions. You can put them in the chat and I'll be happy to answer them at the end of the event. So starting off, every year we survey members, past and present, as well as our affiliate leaders, and ask a variety of questions on both to rate our performance as a NAMI state organization and to gauge the organization's statewide needs. Most important of all the questions is your request for you as members to rank your priorities for NAMI Georgia in the coming fiscal year. What you may or may not know is just how seriously we take this question. It colors everything we do for the coming year, from strategic planning right down to the order of topics in our affiliate development call and our bi-weekly newsletter. For FY24, you ranked our priorities for how NAMI Georgia spends its time and money in the following ways. Number 1, advocacy. Number 2, awareness and marketing. Number 3, programming. And number 4, new affiliate development. Every day I come to work so proud of our membership for its commitment to proactive advocacy, sharing their voices of lived experience in community and family members to shine a light on the mental health. Never has this been truer than this year. Now is the time to get involved in advocacy. You will see that this year we had many exciting accomplishments, including passing many of our 520 components that did not pass the year before. But when I first joined NAMI as an executive director, I learned of the commitment of the members and of the national organization's rich history in legislative advocacy. I knew this was an area in which the state organization could shine. It has taken some groundwork to get there, and our NAMI Georgia members have been with us every step of the way. The first step was to get very focused on policy. To do that, NAMI Georgia formed a partnership with the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention and Mental Health America to focus exclusively on proactive legislation and government officials that create it and implement it. This group is called the Georgia Mental Health Policy Partnership, or GMHPP for short. Over the last 6 years, under NAMI Georgia's leadership, Georgia Mental Health Policy Partnership has grown to include more than a dozen partnering organizations and is the most respected voice on mental health policy in the state. In 2024, 90 organizations pledged their logo in support of the Mental Health Advocacy Guide, which was shared with every single legislator during the session. One of these members included the Association of County Commissioners of Georgia. NAMI Georgia and its members have been there every step of the way, and we began with partnerships, and we learned new skills and forged new relationships at each turn. Politics, like everything else, is relational. It's about people and their stories. Our members have been present, ready, and willing to share their experience and ideas at every turn, and I am so proud of our organization. Which brings me to the Georgia Mental Health Policy Partnership's 2024 priorities. These priorities were determined through a multi-organizational effort to survey our collective members, And each year we release the unified report and announce the annual priorities. In 2024, we focused on increasing behavioral health workforce, improving maternal health care, enabling and funding impact units, and increasing forensic services and decriminalization of mental health. None of these legislative acts were possible without proper funding. And I'm so excited to tell you that in 2024, we had a historic investment into mental health for the state of Georgia. State funds increased from 1.4 billion to 1.6 billion, providing 255 million more dollars to be invested in mental health. Total funds for mental health with our federal dollars is over 2.067 billion. This increase will allow for full funding of our Medicaid rate studies that we asked for in House Bill 1013. The study found that our Medicaid rates for behavioral health providers were anywhere from 40 to 60% below market rates. The budget addressed those behavioral health rates, health rate increases, putting Georgia on the same playing field of our neighboring states. And in the case of psychiatric residential treatment centers, Georgia is now one of the top 5 payees for that service, which will address many of our NAMI members' top concerns, which is facilities releasing patients too soon. The 2023-24 biennial session was also a record-breaking year for mental health policy. We had over 84 mental health related bills introduced during session. We have people on our Georgia Mental Health Policy Partnership that remember many years where no mental health policy was dropped, much less 84. 33 of those earned enough support to cross over to the other chamber, and 19 received support from both the House and the Senate are waiting for the governor's signature. I hope you're ready because we have a lot of good news. 8 bills related to increasing behavioral health care workforce and access to care were passed and waiting for the governor's signature. These bills range from making it easier for healthcare providers to get student license when they move from other states to student loan repayment, and extending provisions that increase access to care and increasing the number of qualified workers to deliver care. 3 of those bills focused on maternal mental health. Most notably, one created a commission dedicated to the research and promoting best practices and funding interventions. And another bill increased the paid parental leave for state employees. Approximately 1 out of 7 of all emergency room departments visits nationwide are related to mental health. Impact units are a physical environment designed for acute psychiatric patients to receive assessments and evaluation in therapeutic and least restrictive settings. Complementing the emergency room department, these units provide a calm and comforting environment for patients, allowing movement and, more importantly, human interaction that is vital in the first 24 hours of treatment, something that often is not available in a regular emergency room. Impact units streamline the emergency department assessment of health needs of mental health consumers and quickly transitions them out of the emergency department and into a calming space that allows for the rapid assessment, supports of behavioral health needs, and linkages to other services. Although the Impact Georgia Act did not pass, we did pass House Bill 1334. House Bill 1334 waives the certificate of need process for rural hospitals for psychiatric services, thus creating access to mental health services in rural Georgia and the availability for impact units to be installed into emergency rooms more easily. We also had House Bill 991, which extended this provision for hospitals' Medicaid financing program from 2025 to 2030. In addition, we had 4 bills addressing increasing forensic services and decriminalizing mental health illness. These bills range from jail-based competency restoration services to juvenile treatment court diversion plans and changing regulations of some of our court over-the-counter drugs. There are a few other behavioral bills that I wanted to highlight that have passed that are waiting for a signature. And one of them is Senate Bill 395, which allows schools to keep Narcan on hand for trained professionals to administer to any student who overdoses on student grounds. Another bill was Senate Bill 375 that added a commissioner of veteran services to be a member of the Behavioral Health Coordinating Council. And then finally, House Bill 1073. This bill got rid of discrimination from our zoning law and repealed an additional hearing notice provision that enabled local cities and counties to require an additional 6 to 9 month waiting period to consider zoning approved for halfway houses, drug rehabilitation centers, or other facilities or treatment and drug dependency. That was not required for any other zoning that is done through cities or counties. So now more than ever, it's important that everyone can access the type of treatment and support they want when they need it. In our state, 1.4 million Georgians are without health insurance. Efforts to close the coverage gap would ensure that all Georgians can access necessary care for themselves and their families. Medicaid is the largest payer for mental health and substance use condition services, providing health care coverage for more than 1 in 4 adults with a serious mental illness or substance abuse. Over 1.3 million Georgians are affected by mental illness, yet 61% of adults in Georgia with mental health conditions go without treatment. Medicaid coverage ensures children receive mental health screenings and reduces psychological distress and depression among low-income adults. But how exactly do we work towards closing the coverage gap? 1, we advocate for maintaining and increasing funding for existing mental health codes. We also accomplished that this year, with 3 codes open in the mental health section through DCH. 2, we add increases to Medicaid mental health codes to grow in Georgia. We oppose any legislation that caps limits in Medicaid mental health services, and we support legislation that closes Georgia's health insurance coverage gap. And we oppose any legislation that reduces insurance protections for people with mental health conditions. Medicaid is a real option for next year's legislation process. But we need stories from you to share your Medicaid story. Please reach out to us if you would like to share your experience. If you are a loved one qualify or receive Medicaid, or if you don't qualify and would like to qualify if Medicaid was expanded, it's important to encourage them to apply and renew for Medicaid and to share their story. Grassroots advocacy and education by our affiliates also created an environment ripe for advocacy participation. As you can see here by these numbers, you showed up and showed out to support mental health reform in Georgia. This could not have happened without you, but we are not done yet. We hope you will reach out and thank your legislators for what they have done this past year and let them know to do more. Please see the Act Now link in the comments. You can take this time now to click on and thank your legislators, but we are asking that you do this between now and Monday. So let's talk about the next steps for advocacy in FY25. We look forward to continuing momentum created this year, and I hope that you will join us in our declaration that now is the time. The Behavioral Health Reform and Innovation Commission will continue to meet year-round to hear presentations from advocates. Right now, our biggest ask for you is to register to receive our advocacy newsletter and our Act Now form invites. These are absolutely the best way to stay abreast of legislation news and our calls to action. And please keep up the good work. Continue to communicate with your legislators and go to your local town halls and ask about mental health services in your community. NAMI Georgia is committed to amplifying the voice of grassroots advocates, peers, friends, and families. And that voice is strongest when we all come together. Each and every one of you who joined us at the Capitol this year had a direct impact on stigma and supported positive policy around mental health. that will help Georgians access the care they need and deserve. We hope you will join us again next year for the legislative session. Stay tuned to hear about the 2025 Mental Health Day at the Capitol and stay engaged. And now for some affiliate recognition for advocacy. For the NAMI Georgia Affiliate of the Year in Advocacy for the most NAMI STAR classes held, we are happy to award NAMI Rome for 3 workshops empowering and cultivating advocates. Thank you, Jim and Bonnie. You always do such great advocacy work, and we appreciate all that you do. Today, we also gather to extend our deepest gratitude to our state legislators who have been recognized as legislative A team. This esteemed group of individuals demonstrated an unwavering commitment to advancing mental health legislation and supporting initiatives that benefit individuals and families affected by mental illness. Their dedication and advocacy efforts have been instrumental in driving positive policy change in our state. Through their leadership, they help us to raise awareness and reduce stigma. We are incredibly grateful to their support and partnership in our mission to advocate for reforming the mental health system. Please join me in thanking our state legislators for their outstanding contributions to the mental health advocacy and being a part of the legislative A team. Senator Blake Tillery, Senator Mike Hodges, Senator Sonia Halpern, Representative Matt Hatchett, Representative Greg Kennard, and Representative Butch Parrish. We would also like to extend a special recognition to our Commissioner, Dr. Demond Mason of Newton County, Georgia. Commissioner Mason has served on the Newton County Board of Commissioners since January of 2019 and currently serves as the chairman of the Public Facilities Authority. He has made mental health a priority on countless occasions. He has supported many of our NAMI Georgia's programs and events across the years. He has a loved one with a mental health condition, and he knows very well the challenges families face having a relative with a mental health condition. Truly, Commissioner Mason is a community mental health hero. Please join me in thanking Commissioner Mason. Now an update from our national level. We are seeing that the president's budget requests are focused on behavioral healthcare workforce development, increasing awareness for justice-involved persons with mental health conditions, and educating law enforcement on de-escalating and veterans' mental health. A policy change in FY24 would allow for those who rely on Medicaid for their health care needs to only have their benefits suspended and not terminated if they become incarcerated. Secondly, this would allow those with mental health who have been criminalized to access critical health care quicker upon their release. This is an important marker in the effort to decriminalize mental illness, as well as closing the coverage gap. The administration also proposed several important policy changes in the FY 2025 request. They include applying current parity law to the Medicare program, eliminating Medicare's 190-day lifetime limit on inpatient psychiatric care, expanding the types of providers who can provide mental health care under Medicare, requiring Medicare and private insurers to cover 3 annual mental health wellness visits without cost sharing, to improve compliance with mental health and substance use parity standards by requiring health plans to use medical necessity criteria for mental health care, and to fund state enforcement of mental health parity requirements, and to make our Medicaid certified community behavioral health clinics demonstration into a permanent program. And finally, to require 12 months of Medicaid postpartum coverage. Sorry, one more. And to add a set aside for the community mental health service block grant. Those are impressive federal policies that we hope will come to fruition in 2025. Now, a friendly reminder, NAMI's annual NAMICon will be held June 4th through 6th in Denver, Colorado. If you cannot make the conference, you can watch the recorded sessions, and that conference will be June 6th through June 9th. Finally, visibility for the NAMI Georgia and its affiliates grew significantly this year, partly because of the growing momentum from FY23 efforts, but also because of the meaningful, important work done in our communities by our affiliate members and leaders. NAMI Georgia hosted 12 monthly AD calls that many of you attend to keep you up to date on the important things that we're doing. We invite everyone to join us on the first Saturday of each month at 9 a.m. and to contribute to these calls. As more people turn online for mental health assistance and resource, NAMI Georgia was there for those in need. We have seen our social media followers increase by 42% in the last year across our affiliate network. The number of followers for their social media has more than doubled, helping our affiliates better reach their communities. This year, We are so excited for how this will impact the future. The online outreach is further expanded by our bi-weekly general newsletter and our dedicated advocacy newsletter. The generous funding from the Healthcare Georgia Foundation Empowerment Grant allowed us to implement a strategic marketing plan and communication plan, which included the purchase of Sprout Social, the social media platform. This platform allows NAMI Georgia to amplify our mental health messaging and to help promote states and local affiliates promote their programming and activities. Our original pilot program, which started with 10 of our local affiliates, saw such success, and we are now helping to manage the social media accounts of 17 local affiliates through Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and X. This fiscal year, NAMI Georgia, thanks to our other donors, has also extended this outreach by hiring National Sin Media to market our programs and trainings in movie theaters and to expand our reach in more rural parts of the state. Also, in the past year, NAMI Georgia has been represented in 3 publications: the Atlanta Magazine's 2023 500 Most Powerful Leaders, the Georgia Trend 2023 500 Most Influential Leaders, and as well as Georgia's Trend 23 and 24 Most Influential Georgians. NAMI Georgia is seen as a leader in mental health by many in Georgia, and I'm truly honored and grateful for the opportunity to represent the great work that each of you do in our community. Now, for Adria Bryant, our phenomenal Associate Director of Programs, for the programs update. Woo. Okay, cool.
Hi, good morning, everyone. All right, I am incredibly proud of what we have accomplished together through our tight-knit support groups and program leaders, all while we navigate offering programs in hybrid formats. This past year has been a testament to the strength and dedication of our non-majority family. Oh, cool. Let's take a moment to celebrate the impact we have made so far from May 2023 to March 2024. We can't wait to see the final numbers soon. We offered a staggering 57 education classes, doubling what we were able to offer last year, and reached 643 people. We were able to hold 1,222 we were able to hold 1,222 in-person hybrid or virtual support groups. Thank you. I was like, oh, I felt that, but wow. So we were able to hold 1,222 in-person, hybrid, or virtual support groups, and we were also able to start state-sponsored virtual FSG and CSG support groups to offer support in new areas and foster seeds of support. We were able to offer 355 presentations delivered, reaching out to our communities, raising awareness about mental health, fighting for positive. There we go, we're good now, don't worry. Sorry, 355 presentations were delivered, reaching out to our communities, raising awareness about mental health, fighting for positive change. In part, thanks to your recommendations, we invested in the future by training 253 new program leaders, ensuring a robust pipeline of passionate individuals ready to carry the torch. The most inspiring number, however, is 17,951. That's the astounding number of people we served this year. Each one a person living with mental illness, a concerned family member, or potential new advocate. They represent lives transformed, families empowered, and voices amplified. Looking ahead, let's keep this momentum going and continue to educate, advocate, and provide unwavering support to those who need it. I want to give a huge thank you to all of our incredible program leaders who made this outreach possible. I also want to take a moment to give a huge thank you to all of our program coordinators who were on the call. If you were on the call, please put your camera on and wave, because none of these numbers would also be possible without them. So please give them we also recognize the tremendous hard work and commitment to the community each one of our 21 affiliates pours into the work. And special recognition, we salute for NAMI Georgia Affiliate of the Year and support. Most support groups held, NAMI DeKalb. 208 nominees, way to go. All right, for NAMI Georgia Affiliate of the Year in Education, NAMI Cobb, 5 classes, focus on family programming. Congratulations, way to go, way to go. Our next award is Program Leader of the Award. I want to say thank you so much to all the nominees. You made a huge difference in the communities, and your efforts have not gone unnoticed. However, our program leader of the award goes to Brittany Barrett. Our program director has cornerstone of the work we do at NAMI Georgia, and Brittany's exceptional leadership has been instrumental in their success. Brittany's dedication, passion, and unwavering commitment to our cause are truly inspiring. Her ability to captivate our every audience she speaks to is a testament to her remarkable storytelling skills and the impact of her personal story. She is not only an amazing person, but also a formidable force in our organization. I can't think of a more deserving individual for this award than Brittany Barrett. Her tireless efforts and leadership have significantly contributed to the growth and effectiveness of our programs, making a lasting impact on the lives of those we serve. Please join me in congratulating Brittany Barrett on this well-deserved recognition. We're incredibly grateful of her dedication and contribution to NAMI Georgia. All right, up next, Kim will present the NAMI Walk update.
I'm thrilled to announce that the 19th annual NAMI Walks Georgia was an outstanding success. Thank you to our walk manager, Justin Gates, who's running the show behind the scenes. Together, we raised over $326,000, making a remarkable 17% increase over last year's total. This incredible achievement is a testament of the dedication and generosity of our community. I'm also proud to share that we had a record-breaking 1,007 participants join us for the walk, demonstrating the growing support for mental health awareness and advocacy in Georgia. With such tremendous momentum, we are eager to surpass this milestone once again in 2024. We want to thank everybody that contributed to our success. The support is making a real difference to those we serve. NAMI Walks Georgia matters because it's more than just a walk, it's a movement. It's a powerful demonstration of hope for individuals and families affected by illness. We are Incredible.
Catching up.
Well, I'm sure we'll get to it in just a minute. We can.
You know what they've already done.
Logan, you're on mute. Can you guys hear me?
Your dedication and generosity are truly making a difference in the lives of so many. So thank you for standing with us in the fight for mental health awareness and advocacy. Together, we're making strides towards a brighter and more supportive future for everyone.
Okay. We're back.
Okay, great. We're right here on this slide.
Oh, wonderful. And now for some awards. The individual who raised the most money for the 2023 walk is Miss Neil Blake, who impressively raised over $33,000. Neil, we are so appreciative of your talents and all that you do for NAMI Georgia and NAMI Cobb. Thank you so much. She's a phenomenal fundraiser. Next, we have the affiliate that raised the most money for 2023, which would be NAMI Cobb with Neil supporter. They raised $1,000, over $56,000. Your team is a great example of how leaning on each other's strengths, we can achieve anything. And finally, the affiliate that had the most walkers in 2023 was again NAMI Cobb. NAMI Cobb. We love seeing the community come together. So thank you, NAMI Cobb. I'm excited to announce we have contracted again with Sean Fisher, our past NAMI Northside ED, to not only be our walk day contractor, he did that for us last year, but also to be our NAMI Walks manager for 2024. Sean has done walk management for over 15 years and also has experience in development writing. This year's walk will be different. We will be holding it at one of Atlanta's studios in their park located off 285 at the old GM plant location on the studio grounds. The walk will be done in laps this year around the park, but the best of all, it has free parking. Last year we did not anticipate the parking problem last year, so we apologize. But this year it'll be free parking.
Yes.
This year we'll have a different experience and we're eager to try something new and get your feedback on doing the walk in a different way. Now I'm pleased to introduce Molly Hemberlin, our Family Program and Helpline Supervisor with a Helpline and Resource Report.
Thank you, Kim. Now more than ever, communities around Georgia, both those with affiliates and without, need resources. The NAMI Georgia Helpline was able to support almost 1,300 people, and almost a quarter of those calls were to learn more about NAMI resources and programming specifically. The helpline is supported by an amazing team of volunteers. This is a non-crisis helpline providing information and referrals, answering Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you're interested in volunteering with our helpline, please contact volunteer@namiga.org. Innovations to the helpline implemented over the previous year were further refined and well utilized. This includes the language line to increase capacity to serve non-English speakers, as well as the NAMI Georgia Resource app, which is available for free to download from the Apple Store and Google Play. And thank you so much to our Vistas interns and volunteers who have vetted over 14,000 resources this year throughout the state to identify resources for the callers who face complex and compounding challenges. And now I'm going to turn it over to April Culpepper, the Affiliate Relations Manager, who will present on the new affiliate developments.
Hello, everyone. I am just absolutely thrilled to be able to share news with you today about affiliate development, new affiliate development. So this year we had NAMI Douglas, who all of the following will be Model Bs that are newly affiliated. NAMI Douglas is an official NAMI affiliate. NAMI Lowndes County was just approved on April the 10th Paulding County is moving forward with speed of phase 4, and Jackson County is moving toward phase 3. This month in April, we also had 2 brand new emerging affiliates from Clark County and Troup County surface, and we're just super excited. Y'all, we are growing. To our current local, yeah, right, let's stop, pause that one. To our current local NAMI Georgia affiliates, your leadership, your commitment has planted many NAMI seeds, and here they are just beginning to grow into new fields. Let's reach every corner of the state so that all Georgians affected by mental health know that they are not alone, that hope is alive and recovery is absolutely real. We're going to move on to NAMI Georgia Affiliate of the Year in membership. The largest affiliate this year is NAMI Northside with 143 members, which consists of 42 household memberships, 39 open door memberships, and 62 regular memberships for a grand total of 143. Congratulations to Susie and all of NAMI Northside. Right, yes. All right. We also have the largest year-over-year growth in membership, which goes to NAMI Rome. Super excited for y'all. Which has more than doubled its membership over the past year. Last year's memberships were at 35, and this year the affiliate jumped to 72 members, which is a 105.71% increase. Congratulations to all of you for your successful outreach. Our affiliate leadership awards will be presented by several different staff and board members. For each of these awards, we would like to take a brief moment and give recognition to everyone who was nominated by your community and name the awardee. First, we will begin with the Esteemed Affiliate Leader Award. Congratulations to our nominees. I am thrilled to announce that this year, Monique Bell, love Monique, has been awarded the Affiliate Leader of the Year. Monique's unwavering dedication and leadership as the head of NAMI Henry and Fayette has been instrumental in driving our organization's mission forward. As one of the best homefront teachers recognized by NAMI National, Monique's commitment to providing support and education to families impacted by mental illness is just truly commendable. Her unmatched level of professionalism, coupled with her warmth and compassion, makes her an invaluable asset to our community. Despite the many hats that Monique wears, she just continues to be responsive, understanding, and deeply committed to her affiliate. Her leadership is not only vital, but inspirational, reflecting her incredible journey and her personal dedication to mental health advocacy. Everyone, please join me in congratulating Monique on this well-deserved recognition. And thank you, Monique, for your tireless efforts and dedication to NAMI Henry and Fayette. All right, and now for some NAMI recognitions. Kim, would you please help get us started?
Thank you, April. The following awards are in recognition of individuals who have dedicated their time, energy, and spirits to the mission of mental health. Join us as we express our gratitude and appreciation for these outstanding contributions. First, I'm honored, we have our Friends of NAMI Award, and again, want to recognize all that were nominated. It's always interesting to read the things that come in, and it's so hard sometimes for us to choose who's it. But I'm honored to announce Carrie Cannon as a recipient of this year's Friend of NAMI Award. Carrie's dedication and commitment to raising funds and awareness for mental illness and suicide prevention through the Luke Cannon Memorial Cornhole Tournament has been truly remarkable. For the past 3 years, Carrie has organized this meaningful event in memory of his beloved brother, Luke. Luke's passion for yard games and his competitive spirit were evident to all who knew him, making the Cornhole Tournament a fitting tribute to his life and legacy. Carrie's efforts have not only honored his brother's memory, but have also made a tangible impact on our organization. The funds raised through the tournament have been invaluable in supporting Georgia's missions and programs and helping us to continue our vital work in the community. Please join me in congratulating Carrie Cannon. Next, we have the Community Partner Award honors a strategic partner, which is exemplified the term ally by reinforcing Georgia's mission and strengthening NAMI Georgia's reach with exposure to new audiences. Please join me in recognizing all of these allies nominated for this award. Congratulations to the Accenture team for winning our Community Partner Award. This team has been partnering with us for over a year on an extraordinary pro bono project involving NAMI Georgia, Roland Bain, and Dr. Gary McGimmity. These 6 outstanding individuals have been with us all along the way. The project is led by June Trusu and supported by Jenica Dixon, Mark Holojay, Shane Zhang, Eric Cardina, Vanessa Shane, Diana Ballberg, Joel Alvarez, and Joshua Valana. They have been the center around the utilization and visualization of the Georgia Department of Education's student health surveys. Through their efforts, they have successfully created a data program that harnesses the potential of these surveys, constituting the largest database of student responses on mental health. The resulting database and dashboard are poised to be instrumental in facilitating groundbreaking research. This work has the potential to not only benefit the lives and children in Georgia, but also extends its impact nationally and globally. The commitment and dedication displayed by these 6 Accenture employees throughout the project has been nothing short of exemplary. Help me thank and recognizing these outstanding Accenture employees. I'd like to pause and ask the Accenture team who is going to be here today to turn on the cameras and wave their hands so they know that you're here. Thank you, Jenica. Okay. This next award is the award I got choked up on, so I'm going to try to make it through this one too. In addition to recognizing the Accenture team for their efforts, we would be remiss to not recognize Roland Bain. Roland is the past chair of the Georgia chapter of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, a co-founder of the Georgia Mental Health Policy Partnership with NAMI. And has been an essential part of the team in understanding the Georgia Department of Education's Georgia Student Health Survey. In addition to his work, many of the historic wins we have achieved in the Georgia General Assembly for mental health policy would not have happened or come to fruition without Roland's expertise and dedication to the mission of mental health reform. Thank you, Roland, for all you do for amplifying Georgia's children's voices and making this project in mental health reform from Georgia possible. Thank you. And for being my partner in this historic work on reforming mental health here in Georgia. And what I'm crying about is Roland and I share the passion of doing this work because of our sons. Unfortunately, Roland lost his son to this disease, and I just so honor him for all that he does. Roland, if you'll please recognize yourself. Next, this award recognizes a dedicated affiliate member whose effort over time have made them stand out among heroes. These efforts can be in any area and usually are in many. Often cannot be quantified. This is an all-around award for excellence in helping those we serve on behalf of NAMI Georgia. It is a huge honor to present these nominees. I'm thrilled I want to recognize the nominees here, but I am thrilled to announce that Miss Sylvia Oliphant is the recipient of the NAMI Georgia Hall of Fame Award. Sylvia's dedication to supporting families with loved ones with mental illness who have been charged with a crime is truly unparalleled. She goes above and beyond, providing individual plans for advocacy and support, all free of charge. She shows up to court with them, talks to prosecutors, and works with families. Sylvia's work is a true labor of love, and we are incredibly grateful for her selflessness and compassion. Sylvia, please recognize yourself. Sorry, you got this. Okay. Next, we have the Young Leaders Award. I'm delighted to announce that Hannah Robertson has been selected as the recipient of this year's Young Leader Award. As a young leader, Hannah has demonstrated a remarkable commitment to advocacy for mental health awareness and support. Her passion, energy, and innovative ideas have inspired positive change and brought hope to countless individuals. Hannah's advocacy work has not only made a difference in the lives of those she directly supports, but also inspired others to join the movement for mental health. Please join me in congratulating Hannah Robertson on receiving the Young Leader Award. Okay, in 2003, we lost a giant in mental health with the passing of the U.S. first president, Lady Rosalind Carter, a champion for mental health. We were gratified that the world got to see and celebrate her outstanding accomplishments and pioneering work for more than 50 years. Starting when she was the First Lady of Georgia, she became a driving force for mental health and remained dedicated to it throughout her lifetime of public service. She used her platform to help bring about the passage of the Mental Health Systems Act of 1980. And at the Carter Center in Atlanta, Ms. Carter initiated a wide range of programs to advocate for sustainable access to better mental health care and to shed the light on mental health and addiction issues that provided hope to millions of people. In May 2010, Ms. Carter issued a call to action for creating equity or parity for mental illness in our healthcare system by publishing Within Our Reach, Ending the Mental Health Care Crisis. This was a deeply personal account of her advocacy and unsparing assessment of the state of mental health care. She will be remembered as a trailblazer and courageous mental health advocate who used her platform and worked across party lines to make a long-lasting impact and transform mental health. For all these reasons and many more, NAMI Georgia is honored to name the late former First Lady Rosalind Carter our 2024 Mental Health Champion. These awards have been an overwhelming display of appreciation for the individuals and affiliates that make NAMI the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization dedicated to building better lives for the millions of Americans affected by mental illness. We will be, if you received an award today, we will be contacting you to deliver you the award in person, and we'll be posting that on our social media. So please be sure to follow up with us. Finally, we want to thank you for spending the morning with us as we reflect on the celebration of a truly remarkable year. But we're not done yet. As we said this year, now is the time to keep the momentum we have worked so hard to achieve. Here are some key events to get excited about and register for, and you should see a link to some of these in the chat. First, join us as we are transforming the great work of the DEI committee to our Cultural Humility program. The first program will be our book club event held on May 25th at 11:30, led by our very own board member, Natasha Daniels. The flyer for this event and the upcoming events for the new Cultural Committee program will be dropped in the chat. We also have flyers at the back of the room. Second, on May 29th, we will have the 988 night at the Braves game. NAMI has reserved a whole section at the game, and we only have 25 tickets left for $26 each. So please let us know if you would like one by contacting advocacy@namiga.org. Our very own DBHDD Commissioner Tanner will be throwing out the first pitch. So wear your green and bring a mental health sign and join us. Finally, big announcement here. For the maybe fourth or third time, NamiCon has announced that Atlanta has been scheduled to host the esteemed 2026 convention at the Atlanta Marriott on Wednesday, May 27th, Saturday, May 30th. Now, they've done this a couple of times.
Yeah.
But I feel confident that this year we will see them in Atlanta one way or another. Thank you for all of your attention today. I'm happy to answer any questions, and I appreciate that you held them to the end. If you'll put your questions in the chat, staff will let me know. Also, if you will take a moment, just a reminder, we're going to add a link again for the Act Now link to thank our legislators. That's so important to making my job easier at the Capitol, to let them know they did a good job and we appreciate it. And now, if I could, staff direct me to any questions. Logan, I'm thinking you're going to be the one to call them out. Can we have a copy of the slide deck? Absolutely. Happy to provide that. And Logan, when we send it out, we could probably include the script, because that has a lot of the information. We'd love for you guys to use that to do the presentation and within your community. Brittany, I see your hand raised.
Yes, good morning. I'm so sorry I can't be on camera this morning, but I just wanted to take a second to thank the NAMI Georgia staff for all that they do day in and day out. Behind the scenes, out loud, everything that you guys do pushes forward the mission of mental health care in Georgia. And without you guys, this would not even be happening. So as much as we work on behalf of NAMI, you guys do the job of an entire army. So I was hopeful that everyone could give a hand clap to all of those that are working here at NAMI, Kim, and all the way down to the people working on the phones. It is just incredible to watch you guys and the mission that you have. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Brittany. I just have to throw this out there that Brittany received the most nomination for her award by multiple people. It was just amazing and fun to read about. So know, Brittany, that lots of people are recognizing your work.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Is there a link to connect with leadership within the different counties?
Is there a link to connect with leadership within the different counties? We can send you the affiliate leader list. I think that's what you're asking for. Arlene, let me know if that is not correct. And we have a front and back page with our leaders on the front, and then on the back page are the classes that they offer. Okay. Any other questions? I haven't heard from staff, so I think we don't. If you have a question, please still send it. I can follow up with you afterwards if needed.
One question.
Yes.
With the great need for professional help, why not focus on certified recovered peers?
Oh, James, we do focus on certified recovered peers in our workforce efforts and advocacy. There was a lot of work done by the Behavioral Health Reform and Innovation Commission on what certified peers are paid through their contracts. NAMI, put out a survey to certified peer specialists to get their input on what they think a fair pay rate would be. And we shared that with the chairman of the Behavioral Health Reform and Innovation Commission. Can't remember the name of her committee, but I think it was Courts and Corrections Committee. So that could be incorporated into the Behavioral Health Reform and Innovation Commission's 2023 report. So I'd love to hear more about other supports that you are speaking of, but I feel like we do that, and we have made the certified peer program and making sure that they are included in, for example, the AOT program. It was NAMI that called the chairman of the Courts and the AOT chairman for the Behavioral Health Reform and Innovation Commission and asked that certified peer specialists be included in that program, which that was Judge Amaro at the time, who said absolutely, and added the funding to include peers in every AOT grant that was given out. Yes, and Roland is correct. I'm happy to share the unified vision that the Georgia Mental Health Policy Partnership has created that outlines the whole role of certified peers in it.
Yep.
Any other questions? Any questions from anybody in the room? All right, well, if we get another one, I'm happy to answer it. And finally, thank you to our sponsors again, Neurocrine and Molina Healthcare. Without the dedication and support of community partners like them, our mission would not be possible. Being here is proof that we are not alone, and the NAMI community is one of the strongest and most resilient I've ever known. Every one of you are special to me and the NAMI Georgia staff. Thank you for joining us today and for all you do for mental health in Georgia every day through your grassroots work in your community. It is truly an honor to work with you and for you. For those of you who are registered for the annual summit, we will see you soon, either here in the office or virtually. Please note, there is a different Zoom link for the annual summit. Staff will drop that different Zoom link in the comments in case you don't have it or want to have it somewhere close to you. So please, if you are joining the summit, grab the Zoom link or go back to your email for the summit because it does have a different Zoom link. Again, a big thank you to our NAMI Georgia staff, and thank you for all of those who recognized them today. Again, especially to Justin, who was in charge of this meeting and made it all happen. Logan and Katie, who jumped in to help. And thank you to everybody, and we will see you next year.